Hello and welcome to the shooting show. We've got a foxing and stalking double bill this week and some shooting from abroad. But first we're joining Stuart Eborall and Tom Gosbell for an exclusive outing with the new Pulsar Duo.
Hi, I'm Tom from Thomas Jacks. Today you join me in the field with Stuart from Warwickshire Wild Game. We've got the Thermion DUO in front of us, the DXP50. This is Pulsar's first multi-spectrum rifle scope, so it's thermal and digital. We've given it to Stu, so he's going to test it, put it through its paces. So Stuart, what's the plan today?
So we're going to go onto a block of ground this afternoon that we are left with a few numbers of row to cull out.
Right.
So we're going to go and finish the cull on there, and then the farm next door to that I also shoot the deer on and the foxes. They're due to start lambing, so using the same rifle, same scope, we're going to flick it onto thermal mode and we're going to go out and try and control some foxes.
Brilliant. Sounds good to me. And for the viewers at home, just to give you a quick run through, because obviously it's a brand new unit. As I said, it's the DXP50, so it's exactly the same shape, Thermion shape. It's got the XP50 thermal sensor, which you all know is a 640-480, and then in the top up here you've got the 4K day scope. So let's go, Stu.
Let's go for it. Well, Tommy, that's just how it goes sometimes, mate. We were foiled by a couple of dog walkers there, miles from the footpath, but you know, it is what it is, can't do a lot about it. So we will try and get back on those row that we saw this afternoon tomorrow morning, if you're keen, after a couple of beers tonight.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
In the meantime, we'll get across this farm. Like I said, they're about to start lambing, so we'll just try and thin a few of the foxes out before they start, and obviously test the duo out and its thermal capabilities. I'm sure it'll be spot on.
Yeah, well, as you know, Stu, you've got a Thermion already on your 22-250.
Yeah, a little bit kit.
So you know the product inside out.
Yeah. It's whether it's been affected by the new day channel, which I'm sure it hasn't. But we'll have a check, shall we?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Well, let's get on.
See that tree on the far side?
Yeah.
That sort of thick grass, one came out there.
Yeah, that's a brook. They're over the other side of the brook. I'm just going to grab my sticks out just in case.
See above the pond?
Yeah. Yeah, there's 3 deer and a
Charlie, but then go further to your left.
Yeah.
First tree.
Yeah.
There's one below it, and there's that one above the tree in the far field.
Yeah.
So good distance away.
Here's one here, look, coming through the cover on the top of the trees on the left hand side. Just lost it. We've got about 150 acres which we're looking over now. We're at a good sort of vantage point looking down onto it. We've seen 3 foxes.
Yeah, three, possibly 4, but we're not sure on the
The issue is we've got a brook that's sort of 3 fields away. and on the other side of the brook isn't our ground. And they're all on the other side of the brook. We've got the wind in our face, which is good, but until they cross the brook, there's not a lot we can do about it. So we're just going to sort of sit tight for a minute and see what they do, and then when one of them crosses, or if it looks like it's going to cross, we'll take a trip down there and see if we can cut it off and get it shot. Left. Watch out, Ollie. Where is it, mate? Where are you looking? Straight down.
Oh, nice. First fox down. You did record that, didn't you?
Oh, shit. Just gonna have to shoot another one, it's fine. Oh, at least we got it.
That is true.
Good spot, mate, good spot.
That came out the hedge a bit quick.
Good, yeah. Unless the windy is. Oh. The wind is again.
I'll go and pick that up and
yeah, we'll
carry on.
We'll keep going down this mud block and see what we can find.
Yeah.
Alright, go on, mate.
Stu, look to your left, there's two right down there. Have you got them?
Yeah, in the sheep field.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, if we sneak down this hedge, we'll lose them for a minute, but we'll get right up on top of them. Got to be real quiet though, okay?
Another, to the right. Further round. You got it?
Yeah.
He's going away.
Yeah, it's not safe. Number 2 down.
Turning into a very successful outing, isn't it?
Only about halfway across it as well.
The farmer will be happy.
Not as happy as a farmer can be.
That is true.
We'll get up over this hill, and there's a bit of a bank on the other side. Hopefully that'll be protected from that noise.
Good vantage point as well.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's going to come all the way to the track. Does he cross the track?
Not yet.
There he is, just crossed the track.
It's down here, it's Jake.
Where?
Here you come. Pick your sticks up and be a fan of that.
Where is he now? Where is he, Tommy?
To the right, and into the right.
Hey! Just go sneak up his edge of the rock, alright?
Yeah, yeah.
Just to the left a bit. That's it, mate. Up on the back there. I think he's about to sit down. Nice, mate. Nice shooting. Good work, mate. Right.
This is turning into a very productive evening.
Well, to be honest, mate, I think we've covered pretty much the whole farm now. So we'll have a nice quiet walk back to the truck and see what else we can see. But I think we've probably rooked this place up enough, and I doubt we'll see anything else. But potentially it's beer o'clock, I reckon, mate. It's quiet period back at the house.
Sounds good to me, Stu.
Well,
Does sound good to me.
yeah. Let's go gather these things up then and get home.
So thanks for that, Stu. Successful night in the end.
Yeah, no, I think it went well, mate. We had a bit of a job when the wind was howling, and they weren't going to cross the brook, but thankfully they did, and we managed to get down into them and knock a few of them off. Like, I think four for tonight, which is 4 for 4, more importantly.
4 for, yep.
So yeah, good night. I think probably those 150 grain SSTs are a little bit overkill for foxes, but then again, dead fox is a dead fox.
That's true.
So
I'm one happy farmer.
yeah, one happy farmer. So yeah, I mean the Thermion Duo is just like an XP50 Thermion, is it? There's been no change to the scope.
You just got that added benefit of the 4K channel on the top.
Yeah, it hasn't affected it at all. So I mean that's really good. So yeah, we'll get back now, have a beer and
Warm up,
yeah, and then up early and try and get back into those row we left behind earlier. Hopefully we should do. The weather's looking good for tomorrow. So
and hopefully won't be disturbed by any foot walkers
yeah,
this time.
hopefully we'll be up before the dog walkers.
Yeah,
But we'll deal with it, and I'm sure we'll get some deer on the ground.
great. Well, let's get back then.
Let's do one. So we've just taken a shot on a rhodo on this pond just here. I thought it'd be the kid with her, but as it ran off, I think it's probably a young buck. Maybe just moved in with her for a bit, but definitely not a kid. Just having a quick chat while we're giving it a couple of minutes. Look back at the hill and we're quite a way off that wood. We're probably about 700 yards off that wood, but through the spotter, through the Pulsar spotter, I just saw a really big bodied deer moving through the edge of that wood. Couldn't find it in the binos, but decent sized deer, so we'll go and deal with this and get the wind back in our favour and stalk round back into that wood and see if we can get Tommy on the deer. Yeah, that's good. It did the job there really well. If I'm being completely honest, at 16 times zoom we lost a little bit of picture quality, but I think if I'd have maybe had time to play around the focus, I probably would have got it a little bit sweeter. But as it is a thermal scope and a day scope, it did really well. I mean, we're first. I mean, the cameras probably won't show it, but we're first light now. Dealt with it really well. Right, Tommy, what we've got here, mate, is a really good condition rhodo. You can see, mate, she's in fine form. Be interesting to see if she's got any kids inside her. I doubt that the condition she is in, she will be. Normally, when you get a doe in really, really good condition, they're not carrying the barren does. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I thought when we spotted them from well up on top of the hill, I thought she had a kid with her, but when it made out across the field, it was definitely a young buck. So yeah, another one off the list. Had to, in a bit of cover, I could only really take a head or a neck shot. The way she was sort of square onto me, it was sort of perfect to take a neck shot. It's only about 140 yards, so nothing really off of those quad sticks. As you can see, those 308 SST rounds really do the job. Dump their energy fast, and they're a bit catastrophic. When you're shooting them, through the engine room, they're a bit too much damage for me. So obviously this is going to go through the larder, so as much meat retention as possible, hence the neck shot. But yeah, we'll get a grellet out and get her back in the chiller.
Brilliant, sounds a plan.
And we might even try and look in on that fallow buck on the way back up, if you're lucky. We've just shot one on the back, shot a rhodo on the back of this pond here. And when we took the shot, while we were waiting, we saw what I presume is a fallow walking into one of those woods. So we're just going to loop back round, get the wind back in our favour, and see if we can get Tommy on a deer, depending on what it is. But we've got to go back that way anyway to the truck to bring the quad bike down to extract this doe. So yeah, we'll have a little nip round and see what we can find.
Sounds good to me, Stuart.
Follow me. Set up here. So I think there's like a ride in there. You see where the old pheasant pen is? There's like a ride that goes away, and one that comes left-handed. So I think they've gone to the left-handed one, which they'll come out along here somewhere, possibly. In the gap. In the gap. It's 160.
Straight at it.
Well, his chest, his shoulder, yeah. Just behind the shoulder, mate. Slowly squeeze the trigger. Nice. Reload.
Lefty bar, isn't it?
Safety on. She's down. Right, next one's coming into the gap, Tom. So, where you shot that first one, just to the right behind the tree, you've got another one coming. That's it, yeah. Just coming to the right of that triangle now. Do you see it? Same again, Tom, just behind the shoulder, mate. Whoa! She'll turn. Yeah, she's gone back up right. Well done, Tommy, mate. Good shot. Nice little muntjac there.
Thank you, Stu.
Shame you're a bit slow on the second one, but you know, if you're not steady, you're not steady, mate.
No, exactly that. You did say there were deer on here, so you definitely provided.
Yeah, no, there's good healthy numbers there. Slowly getting them back to where they should be. Yeah, let's head over and have a look, shall we?
I have to say it is nice using the Thermion DUO.
Yeah, I mean that's a prime example, isn't it? That we're outside the woodland, it is in the woodland. Really obvious in the thermal, fighting to find it in the binos. Obviously, when you've got picture-in-picture through that scope, you know, you've got the day as the main screen, and that little picture-in-picture just gives you a little reference to help you find it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes acquiring the target a lot faster. For that, it's invaluable. Like, it's a brilliant bit of kit for that. All right, let's go have a look, shall we?
Yep.
There we go, mate. See if he's as old as gnarly as I thought he was. All right, great. Great old buck to shoot, look. Good old, gnarly old looking buck. Good shot, perfect heart shot there, mate. I mean, what's he done? 3 yards, 4 yards?
About that.
So, yeah, no, mate, well done. Good one to shoot. Gnarly old thing. Well done. Good condition again. He'll eat beautiful.
Right, should we get it growlicked?
Yeah, we'll get it growlicked here, then we'll nip back, get the quad bike, and we'll go pick that row up, and then on the way back round, we'll pick him up as well. Got a bit of work to do.
Let's get on.
Let's do it. Thanks, Tommy, for letting me have the first go with this brilliant bit of kit. Really impressed with it. You know, caught when we were zeroing yesterday afternoon. It was, you know, the image was real quality. Really easy to zero. You know, just the same as your Thermions. A shame we couldn't put anything together last night. The dog walkers made a good job of ruining our stalk, but we stayed out when we shoot 4 foxes.
Yep.
Had 4 foxes with it. So, you know, really impressed with its thermal capabilities, as that's not been impaired at all by having the day
channel on the
day
top.
channel on it as well. That night this morning, you know, that first row doe we shot, that was, you know, just after first light and gathered light well, really clear picture. when we zoomed in, you know, it was a tricky shot, so we had to zoom in a bit, and we did lose a little bit, but you know, first light conditions, you can't go wrong with that. And again, that muntjac buck you've just shot in this wood, you know, we were out of the wood, you were looking into the wood, it's dark, you struggle to find it, you put that picture in picture with a thermal overlay over the top, and
it just
acquired it straight away, you know, boom, find the target a lot faster. So yeah, it's a hellish bit of kit, and I'm sure it'll do really well. You just got to leave it with me for another 6-9 months, I think. Give me a proper test of it.
I'd love to be able to, Stu, but yeah, unfortunately, I've got to steal it back off your hands now.
Yeah, going to the shooting show, is that right?
Yes. Yeah. So it'll be on display for the people at home watching. It'll be on display. Hopefully, by the time this episode is aired, it will be on display at the British Shooting Show. So come down, have a look. It will be there. Stu might even be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
We've got some other kit on display. We've got the full range, new products. So come down, say hello, and have a look.
And at the minute, this is the only one in the country.
It is. Yes.
When are they going to be arriving? When are they going to be out in the stockists?
Hopefully in the next. Again, by the time this is aired, hopefully within a couple of weeks / month. So
cool.
Yeah, go in, ring your retailers. They might have one on the shelf. So go and have a look at there if you can't make it to the British Shooting Show.
Brilliant. Awesome, Tommy. Right, well, we've still got to get these deer back in the larder, so enough chat, mate. We've got to go do some work.
Sounds good.
Go on.
If you're at the British Shooting Show this weekend, you can visit the Thomas Jack stand for more information on the Pulsar Duo. Next up, we're heading to Denmark to join the sisters behind Hunt and Hike as they set out to stalk some roe and sika on their local ground.
This morning I just arrived to the camp of Rikke and Trine, who has a little company called Hunt and Hike, and they live a lot of their time in the nature from their small tent here, and normally they are traveling the world, but today I meet them in Denmark, where we'll try to get a roe deer for the kitchen, and it's a cold morning, but the sun is not up yet, so in Denmark it's like we can only shoot from sunrise to sunset. So there'll be 15 minutes, and then the hunt, or we can shoot. We can start the stalk now, but we are just first allowed to shoot when it's sunrise. So I will join the girls and see what the day will bring.
So we're going this way, and then we'll see if there's something standing on the field. Yeah. And then we'll go to the left and see if there's something on the other side in the open space over there. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully it's going to be no problem. Yeah. You can see there has been some road deers right here because they have scraped the snow off the ground. So you can see all the green spots. That's tracks from deers.
Now we're just looking at a small buck. It's a buck from this year, so it's a good one to take because it's the fur is not so good at this one. Now it's just standing over there, and now we get the chance, then we will approach it. So we're just waiting now.
Just as we came out the forest, we saw a roebuck, a young roebuck, 1 year old with mange, but unfortunately another deer came out and spooked us, but we don't have time for this. I think the girls want to go hunting, so we continue.
We saw a herd of sikas. I just want to stalk in on them, but I was standing here and just it was a hard shot because of the backdrop wasn't good, so we decided to go back and around them instead. But they're just they were just cuddled in, so I didn't get any chance to shoot on all of them. Yeah.
So I was just thinking,
shoot.
ooh, damn it!
But it was a good herd. There was a nice stack in it,
And what were you trying to shoot?
I was trying to shoot a calf because we want to shoot calf first, and then I didn't get the chance to shoot that.
Do you think we should switch the shooter?
Yeah, I think so too.
I think not. No.
No.
I think there's the cameraman and the stick holder that's doing all
the
the
noise
damage.
and damage and
Yeah,
visibility and yeah.
You're the reason, guys. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Follow the tree line and then see if we can get close enough to get a good shot.
Yeah. It's difficult because they're standing in the middle of the field, and we are coming from below and going towards them. So hopefully we're gonna have a good shot if we're able to get it in on it. I think we have to go in the bush now because otherwise they're gonna see us.
In this bush?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Oh, you get the exercise, Thomas.
Yes, of course.
Now we're just trying to stalk in on these two roe deers, and it's too much for three people. So now Thomas and Trine is going up to try to see if they can get a good shot.
I think we're gonna leave these three behind, and then we're gonna come back if we don't see anything else. But these are too hard to get, so we're gonna go back to Rikke again.
shot there, and there's some lung right here, so it was a nice shot. And Trine is in there and got it. Perfect.
Well, it definitely did what it has to. It's very nice.
It's nice female fawn that we really like to hunt today. It's good meat,
And also we have a lot of roe deers in this area, so it's good to shoot some of them off. So,
but it's a small, beautiful animal, so we are satisfied.
yeah, and she was probably she was standing with a buck fawn as well, and I chose to shoot the female. So pretty happy about that. I shot this fawn with a Sako powerhead blade. It's actually pretty special because this is the first bullet Sako have ever made that is lead-free. And that is very important because in 2024, April, you have to shoot with lead-free bullets in Denmark. You're not allowed to shoot with anything else. So I'm very happy with this bullet. Today I shot this fawn with a Sako S20 caliber 308. It's a very special rifle for Sako because it's the first rifle they ever made with this thumb hole in it. And obviously there is a chin piece you can adjust so it fits everybody. It's a very solid rifle with a drop out magazine, and also the pipe is a semi-fluted barrel. What I really like about this rifle is the bow system. It's very clean and fast if you have to repeat. And as you can see, it's a pretty heavy rifle, but that's good if you want to shoot free range shooting, because the balance in it is very good, and also you can hardly ever feel the recoil. The overall, I'm a huge fan of this rifle because it's a very solid rifle, and it can be used by everybody.
We were so close to get sika deer on the stalk, but we didn't succeed with that. But it was been a great day, and we are now in camp having a coffee, preparing the meat. Some of it will go on over the fire in a few minutes, and then we'll have a little steak before I will leave the camp and hunt and hike. They can stay here in their own environment.
That was all for today. Congratulations, Trine.
Thank you.
The beautiful small roe fawn.
Thank you for your help, Rikke.
Yeah, and Thomas.
Yeah.
And hope you enjoy the show.
Go follow us on Instagram, Hunt and Hike.
Må vi godt sige det? Det ved jeg ikke, om jeg må sige.
We've seen some fantastic stalking this week, but unfortunately that's all we've got time for on this week's episode of The Shooting Show. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos, and if you're not a member of BASC, now's the time to join. My name's Chris Castle, and this has been The Shooting Show.
If you aren't a member of BASC, it's time to join now. BASC, looking after your sport, looking after you.